Punctuality is defined as the quality of being on time. In German culture, punctuality and timeliness are held to a very high standard, much different than the US. In the United States, being late can be considered rude and inconveniencing, but it's not as important as it is in German culture. Overall, there are many aspects that come together to contribute to the importance of timeliness and punctuality in German culture. First of all, in Germany, everyone respects each other's time. According to CrossOrder blog, 85% of Germans have a very strict personal schedule that they adhere to daily. And that's just a personal schedule. When it comes to public schedules and interacting with other people, that number increases even more. DW says that Germans live by the saying, it's better to be 5 minutes early than 1 minute late. It's very, very rude to inconvenience others by being late in German culture. Whether it is a date and you're late, so the date leaves because they think you're not going to show up, whether it's an appointment and so they make you reschedule, whatever it may be, people will not wait on you if you inconvenience them by being late, because then you're throwing off their schedule for the rest of the day as well. From the time that children are born, punctuality is ingrained in them. Babies are set on a strict schedule of when they eat, when they sleep, so that it doesn't inconvenience the parents as much as possible. Kids, once they are of the age to where they go to school, they're set on a strict schedule of you wake up at 5 a.m., you leave at 6 a.m., you take the bus to get to school by 7 a.m., you go to school, you come home at 4 p.m., you do your homework, you eat dinner, you play some, and then you go to bed and you get up and you do it all the next day. They are also taught that being on time is a form of respect, especially towards those in the workplace. For example, if you have a doctor's appointment at 10 a.m., you show up at 10 a.m., you have not only taken away 10 minutes of the doctor's time and pushed his schedule back 10 minutes for the rest of the day, but you're inconveniencing all the other patients who had an appointment after you that have been pushed back by 10 minutes as well. And you have robbed that doctor of the time and money that he could have gotten in that 10 extra minutes that you took away from him. A saying that Germans refer to is punctuality is the politeness of kings. And while Germans are no royalty, they adhere to this saying very highly, and it's very important that they are on time so they do not inconvenience anyone else in their culture. A prime example of punctuality and timeliness in the German culture is Immanuel Kant. Immanuel Kant was a German philosopher who adhered to his very own personal, strict schedule each and every day, and it did not waver from day to day. It stayed the exact same. He would wake up at 5 a.m., he would go to school at 7 a.m., he would work from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., he would go on a daily walk at 3 p.m., 7 blocks up and 7 blocks back down, and he would go to bed at 10 p.m. This helped him, adhering to this strict schedule helped him to get things done, be productive, and not inconvenience others as well. So altogether, there are multiple aspects that come together to contribute to why timeliness and punctuality is so important in German culture. Not only is it a form of respect, and they're taught that from birth, so it gets easier as they get older, and that's just part of them once they get older, that they adhere to that strict schedule. And they also don't want to inconvenience others, so they learn how to be on time and the importance of punctuality as they get older. Lastly, German society functions better when everyone is on time. Things stay on time, they flow more smooth, so it all functions better. If you are ever considering going to Germany and immersing yourself in the German culture in the future, it is very imperative that you learn their culture and you learn your best to adhere to those punctuality standards so you can fit right in and so you don't inconvenience others by making them late.